Growing up is the natural way of things. A small house can turn into an apartment. A side hustle can turn into a flourishing business. A small jog can turn into a marathon. Growth is the only way life moves forward. It's not too different in automotive, but that's not happened by accident. Stricter emission norms forced manufacturers to bump up capacity, but on the other side, they answered because we enthusiasts asked for it. Welcome to PowerDrift, welcome to Hosur, welcome to the first ride of the new, all-grown TVS NTorq 150.
It's like a loop machine.
So the NTorq 150 is based on the same NTorq platform that we have seen in the past. What that essentially means is this scooter is using the same frame as the 125, although TVS is saying that they have strengthened it now for this particular model. The engine is also based on the NTorq platform, but a significant amount of changes are done for the 150. So bigger bore, longer stroke, makes more power and more torque. Obviously, the airbox is also completely redesigned. But the talking point here is the materials used for the construction of this engine. It's actually lighter than the ones that are used in making the NTorq 125. The suspension units continue to remain the same, although the tuning is going to be different. The wheels, the rotor, everything is carried on from the 125, and that is going to affect cost, which I will talk about later in this video. At first glance, the silhouette feels instantly familiar, especially from the rear, where the outline immediately brings the NTorq 125 to mind. But walk around to the front and the scooter's design takes a sharp, futuristic turn. Those new winglets definitely catch the eye. TVS claims they serve a purpose, but I am a bit skeptical about their actual function. The proportions aren't especially large, so while it's not the biggest scooter on the block, there's an appeal to its compact sportiness. Make no mistake, this isn't a maxi scooter, though I wish it pushed further in that direction. With a bigger 14-inch wheel setup and bolder bodywork, this could have been a true super NTorq. Even so, it's a looker that stands out for all the right reasons. Bigger NTorq was always in the picture before the NTorq 150 rolled in. If you follow the rally scene in India pretty closely, you must have seen a NTorq racing out there. Well, that was a bored-out version that TVS was winning a lot of trophies with. And they have taken a lot of learnings from racing and implemented it on the 150 here. There are three things that really stand out for me. One, it's extremely refined. Two, it sounds really good. And three, it goes fast. Now you will feel a slight buzz on the floorboard once you cross 75-80 kilometers per hour, but it's nothing that I want to complain about. Now the NTorq 125 has been a scooter that's always sounded really good, and that character has been carried forward to this 150 as well. And in terms of performance, TVS are claiming that it can go from 0 to 60 in about 6.3 seconds. But keeping that aside, I think the throttle is extremely responsive. It's a very, very fun scooter to ride, and I am totally in love with it. TVS may score respectable Bs across many categories, but when it comes to handling, it's always a solid A+, and the NTorq 150 is no exception. Thanks to the use of lighter engine parts and bodywork, this new scooter actually drops a kilo compared to the top spec NTorq 125. And that weight loss is tangible every time you flick it into a corner. The NTorq 150's sporty, nimble character stands out, making it genuinely fun to ride in all the right ways. Interestingly, TVS's decision to stick with its current wheel setup instead of going for larger 14-inch wheels was a deliberate move to retain that signature razor-sharp agility, sacrificing a bit of visual drama for pure handling joy. Moving on to ride quality, I would like to say that this test track here at Hosur is 90% clean. It's bumpy in a couple of places, but that's pretty much it. So I couldn't really understand how the suspension setup is working here, but I would like to say that with whatever minimal experience that I had on the NTorq 150 here, it is promising. It doesn't feel too soft, it doesn't feel too firm. But honestly, a very detailed input will only happen once we get it back in our city. The new TFT display is crisp, loaded with full connectivity features and gives the cockpit a thoroughly modern feel. Pair that with a single channel ABS system that delivers super braking confidence and a traction control system which I unfortunately couldn't fully put to the test, you have a package that's hard to fault. Honestly, with everything TVS has packed in, there's barely any room left for complaints. This scooter feels impressively complete on the tech front. Overall, I have to say that I am very impressed. I have very little to, actually, I have nothing to complain about. It checks all the right boxes in so many ways. Now, before you go and test ride this, please have an expectation, because this is not a maxi scooter. It's just a bigger, more powerful NTorq. So, all the goodness of the NTorq 125, but in a more lucrative, more attractive package. As of now, at this moment in time, I do not have the pricing. But if TVS can get the pricing somewhere around the 1,25,000 mark, I think they have hit bullseye. Also, when it comes to competition, I know I have something in my garage that could be a potential competitor to this scooter right here. But all those stories will happen later. And I would also like to say that this is a very short stint here at the Hosur plant. We'll obviously do a very detailed, in-depth analysis of the NTorq 150 once we get it back in a city, and that should happen very soon. But for now, I am super happy. You know, we as motor journalists, we do not have a lot of favorites because we get to ride so many vehicles across our career. But I would like to say that the NTorq 150 sits very high up top. On that note, I hope you enjoyed watching this quick little review of the new NTorq 150. If you did, please press the like button, drop a comment and let us know what you think about this scooter, and share it with your friends who have the NTorq or are looking at buying a bigger NTorq. My name is Varun Painter and I will see you later.